Welcome to the Ultimate Police Pursuit Countdown. These are the top 10 wildest high-speed chases, captured live from dash cams and body cams. One wrong move can change everything. Let's jump straight into the action. At approximately 7:38 p.m. on February 18th, 2026, Trooper Crossland received a request to assist in the pursuit of a silver Hyundai SUV fleeing from law enforcement. He quickly located the chase and actively joined the pursuit.
I'm secondary. I'm 1037.
All units at 1063, 1063, ground on 66, 1037, eastbound 30.
Speed's about 130. Coming in with a chunk of heavy traffic. Can we patch them in?
Negative, we do not have their channel.
Yep. Speeds are still about 130. Coming up 131.
Speeds 130 at 131.
Can I get the description one more time?
10 for the brown Chevy Malibu.
They said the Chevy Malibu is a Hyundai Passenger. It's an SUV.
10 for, we're trying to get public service to verify that information.
I'm from very with the TBI.
10 for, copy your primary.
TBI just before.
After taking the lead position in the pursuit, Trooper Crossland executed a decisive pit maneuver at approximately 127 miles per hour, sending the suspect's vehicle spinning clockwise across the roadway. Despite the impact, the driver regained control and continued to accelerate in an attempt to flee.
Passenger's foot bailing. Alright, one just bailed out. I'm still 1037 with it.
10 for, do you have a description of the subject?
He rolled. It was a white male. Stand by. Travel to this parking lot at Riggs.
66, 10 for.
Just drove to the gate at Riggs. Rammed another gate at Riggs.
10 for, copy, you rammed another gate at Riggs.
Rammed another gate at Riggs. We're in the Riggs parking lot. Stand by.
10 for, in the Riggs parking lot.
Rammed another gate at Riggs.
Copy, rammed another gate at Riggs.
We're coming up on University. We're still on the service road.
10 for, coming up on University.
1041 at University.
Copy, 1041 at University.
As the suspect attempted to run a red light, the vehicle collided with a civilian car at approximately 60 miles per hour, sending both vehicles into a ditch. Following the crash, officers ordered the suspect to exit the vehicle, but he initially refused to comply. A K-9 unit was deployed, after which the suspect surrendered. Both vehicles sustained significant damage, but fortunately, no serious injuries were reported. On January 4th, 2026, at approximately 8:15 p.m., Sergeant R. Plyler was traveling westbound on Highway 70 East, near Cedar Creek Road, when he observed a black Honda Civic traveling eastbound at 83 miles per hour in a posted 60 miles per hour zone. Sergeant Plyler activated his emergency lights as the vehicle passed and made a U-turn. He quickly caught up after the Honda moved into the outside lane. While following directly behind with lights and sirens activated, The driver failed to yield or stop, prompting a vehicle pursuit.
Guys, 13.
I'm behind one eastbound 70, approaching County Road 22561. The Arkansas 633, young, married down, 633, YMA, be a black master Honda. Currently failure to yield, speeds currently still 70.
Three off Franks. 333.
Give you advice from 20. Approaching 128, Highway 128, still 74, failure to yield. Go ahead and call 1037.
819.
Just over 1 minute later, a precision pit maneuver was executed, sending the Honda Civic off the roadway and into the grassy shoulder on the south side. The driver, later identified as Josiah Samuel Gomez, complied with verbal commands and was taken into custody without further incident.
Trying to flee. I was trying to head to the gas station, so we had light.
At approximately 3:30 p.m. on March 23, 2026, Trooper Ellerby was patrolling U.S. Highway 27 in Gadsden County, Florida, just north of South Main Street, when he observed a white GMC Sierra with window tint that appeared darker than legally allowed. Trooper Ellerby activated his emergency lights and siren and conducted a traffic stop after the vehicle pulled into the Exxon gas station at 208 South Main Street in Havana, Florida. The vehicle initially complied with the stop.
How are y'all? Good, man. Hey, I just noticed at a rental. Did you put the tent on or did it come that way? Did it really? All right, that's not a big deal. Have you got your driver's license on?
I just realized when you had it on me when I went to the feed.
That's okay, man. Yeah, that's fine. Y'all stay around here? Okay. Where y'all coming from? Okay. Sounds good, man. I'll get the, you got your driver's license number on you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can take an ID and it be my license?
No, but I can figure it out through there. You got an actual license though? You got a...
I got license.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'll figure it out from there, okay? That's not the end of the world, my man.
You got a guy which I used to outrun in high school.
Yeah?
It don't even seem like it no more. Twin! I just told him it don't even seem like it. I used to outrun you in high school.
Upon contact, Trooper Ellerby identified the occupants as driver Richard O. Perryman and passenger Shaquila N. McCrae. Shortly afterward, Trooper Sanders arrived and took over the enforcement portion of the stop. Trooper Ellerby requested that the occupants exit the vehicle so his canine could conduct a free air sniff around the truck. Trooper Sanders advised that the occupants refused to get out. Ellerby then returned to the vehicle and personally instructed Perryman to step out. Instead, Perryman rolled up the window, put the vehicle in gear, and fled the traffic stop, initiating a pursuit.
honest with him.
After the pit maneuver, Perryman and McRae complied with commands and were taken into custody without further incident. As the overturned truck was being removed from a ravine, officers discovered a rectangular cardboard box underneath the vehicle that had not been visible because the truck had been resting on top of it. A search of the box revealed approximately 14 pounds of methamphetamine, which field tested positive for the drug. After the vehicle was recovered, officers tested the front passenger side window tint and found it allowed only 4% light transmission, far below the legal limit. At about 5:20 p.m. on December 21, 2024, Officer Brody Telfer was staged on I-35 South in Belton after the Texas Department of Public Safety relayed a report from Temple Police about a reckless pickup driver. Telfer soon spotted the vehicle matching the description and attempted a stop, but the driver sped off, immediately sparking a pursuit.
10-4, this black one with the 296, they did Victor 60.
Holding traffic on me.
Been unsuccessful. Okay, can you advise DPS and then pursuit westbound? We'll notify Temple. We're coming up on the bus right now. So it's coming up on 7 speed 106. Leaving westbound. Right shoulder speed 74. Shot Matty Hamilton.
Matty Hamilton, speed 74, shoulder accident.
Still on the right hand shoulder, picking it up, speed 90.
I've been up here on the shoulder. 28-514, behind that right shoulder, 14.
The chase exited onto Interstate 14 toward Killeen, with the driver heading into the parking lot of the Killeen Mall, where tragedy was about to unfold.
We're turning north on the WS Young, north on WS Young. We're looping back around here on the south side.
The situation took a shocking turn when the driver did the unthinkable, crashing straight into a J.C. Penney store. The sudden impact left shoppers with no time to react, and several people were struck by the suspect's vehicle.
Reloading! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Yeah, I'm gonna break this way.
All right, all right.
After police gunfire, the truck became lodged against an office wall near another entrance of the J.C. Penney store. Despite being stuck, the engine kept revving, and the spinning tires created thick smoke as they scraped the pavement. With the heavy smoke, officers could no longer see the suspect clearly inside the vehicle.
I can have cover if you guys go hands. All right.
I'll hold your hands.
Is it locked up?
After about 10 minutes of searching, Florida Highway Patrol located the suspect's vehicle, which was traveling at approximately 110 miles per hour. A high-speed pursuit immediately began, with a Florida trooper taking the lead position.
and have to do drive. Somebody I advise the vehicle, assisted site units can come over to this point.
19 and 50. 19 and 50.
Southbound Gateway. 106 miles per hour.
The pursuit continued at speeds ranging from 100 to 120 miles per hour in a posted 60 miles per hour zone with moderate traffic. The suspect weaved recklessly through vehicles and repeatedly drove onto the median in an attempt to evade capture.
Spring-Hill Drive. We're approaching Spring-Hill Drive.
Really bad! Get your back here now!
Minutes later, while attempting to run a red light at an intersection, the suspect crashed into a vehicle crossing the roadway. The suspect's car then plowed into 5 more vehicles stopped at the light before coming to a stop. Troopers immediately stopped their patrol units and approached the suspect. The suspect, identified as 56-year-old Efton Wanafield Miller of Newport Richey, was taken into custody at the scene. Miller was booked into the Hernando County Jail on multiple charges, including reckless driving causing serious injury, fleeing to elude with serious injury, aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer, DUI with serious injury and property damage, and felon in possession of a weapon. A search of his vehicle uncovered 2 swords, a crossbow, brass knuckles, and a police radio. The crash left 1 person seriously injured and heavily damaged 3 vehicles. At around 7 a.m. on December 2nd, 2025, in Elk Grove, a mother was alarmed after checking her home security camera while at work. The footage showed her ex-husband, Marvin Morales, 40, violently assaulting their 11-year-old son. When she saw the child lying motionless, she immediately called 911. Police responded and found the boy with multiple stab wounds. Despite emergency treatment, he later died at the hospital. A younger sibling was found safe inside the home. Morales fled before officers arrived, and investigators later determined that a firearm had been removed from a gun safe in the house.
Let's continue getting spikes out first, please. And all right, he's losing the tire now. Probably got a 901. Gets off the road, 901. And alright, he's losing the tire now. So we got 901. He is off the road, 901.
K97 901.
Consider him heavily armed, please.
Hey, someone take radio for us. Hey, doors open, doors open. Put your hands in the air. Walk to us now! Marvin, walk to us! Don't reach! Don't reach! Put it down!
On September 24th, 2023, at approximately 9:21 p.m., a suspect identified as Brian Brown led law enforcement on a high-speed pursuit along Interstate 30. Brown was driving a 2006 BMW while operating with a suspended driver's license and displaying a fictitious license plate. Brown was initially observed speeding westbound on Interstate 30 and refused to stop when officers attempted a traffic stop. He exited the interstate at Geyer Springs Road, where he ran 2 red lights before re-entering Interstate 30 eastbound. Once back on the interstate, the vehicle accelerated to speeds exceeding 120 miles per hour in an attempt to flee, repeatedly driving in a reckless manner and nearly causing several collisions.
White BMW displaying Adam David Boyd, 874, 175 Are you in front of headquarters?
Let me east of it.
A pit maneuver was executed on eastbound Interstate 30 near the Stanton Road overpass, successfully bringing the pursuit to an end. Following the crash, Brian Brown was pronounced deceased at the scene. During a search of the vehicle, officers located a FN-57 semi-automatic handgun inside the car. Around 1:04 a.m. on March 27, 2022, Trooper Matthews was traveling west on Interstate 20 near Bill Kennedy Road when he observed a gray 2015 BMW 640i moving at roughly 108 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone. He began following the BMW in the truck lane and saw it continue to accelerate. A radar check soon showed the vehicle reaching 132 miles per hour. Trooper Matthews, along with other state units, activated their emergency equipment to stop the car, but the driver immediately fled, prompting a pursuit.
Stay left. Stay left.
The driver continued operating recklessly, pushing the BMW beyond 140 miles per hour, making improper and erratic lane changes, failing to signal and drifting out of his lane. He showed complete disregard for the safety of other motorists, his passengers, and himself as he sped west on Interstate 20 and then north on Interstates 75/85.
Clear left.
Take your eye on 17th Street, still there.
17th Street for the tenor going down. Clear left, clear right. Somebody get south of us, coming back up to the spring towards the 10th. Clear, clear, clear. Clear, clear, clear. Clear left, clear right. I can see clear left. I can see clear right.
There's southbound spring coming in.
There's southbound on Spring.
Sorry, it's up around in the intersection. Good.
Gurgent Tarpley's pit maneuver on Spring Street forced the BMW into several vehicles before it finally came to a stop. The driver, later identified as Deontay Doherty, appeared stunned by the swift, decisive response of the Georgia officers and immediately surrendered. He was taken into custody without further incident. It was clear he had no intention of ever attempting something like this again in Georgia. At approximately 11:30 p.m. on August 3rd, 2025, Florida Highway Patrol officers received information about a wanted drug trafficking suspect traveling on I-275 near St. Petersburg. When officers attempted to stop the vehicle, the driver refused to comply and fled, initiating a pursuit.
Alright, 275 stop out.
I think I can light them up. Hit. Oh, man! Oh! Hands! Let me see your hands! Watch out for traffic! Hands! Come on, Hold the vehicle. Oh, please help me. Please. Turn the fuck around over here. My leg, please. My leg, look at my leg. Yeah, let's see it. Keep your leg down. You should have fucking leg. Oh, man, grab my ass.
Within just over a minute, officers ended the pursuit with a precise pit maneuver. As officers approached, the suspect reached for a loaded Smith & Wesson 10mm handgun. One officer kicked the suspect to prevent him from accessing the weapon. The suspect was then taken into custody and charged with multiple drug-related offenses, as well as fleeing and eluding law enforcement. On January 24, 2021, at approximately 12:28 a.m., Trooper Tarpley was conducting traffic enforcement on Interstate 85 near mile marker 51 when he spotted a white Ford Mustang traveling southbound at a very high rate of speed. He visually estimated the vehicle at 100 miles per hour in a 70-mile-per-hour zone, and his same direction front radar later confirmed a speed of 103 miles per hour. He also observed the driver repeatedly failing to maintain a lane, nearly losing control after overcorrecting while swerving from the right lane into the center lane. Trooper Tarpley activated his emergency lights and siren and attempted a traffic stop near mile marker 50. Although the driver initially appeared to slow down, she suddenly accelerated, initiating a high-speed pursuit.
Failing to maintain lane. Going off the whites. Don't know what he's doing. He gonna crash. 43 Newton. I'm behind a possible 1055 southbound at high rate of speed.
Alright,
White Mustang GT. It's going to be, I believe, Edward John Queen, 736. Still splitting lanes. Still southbound. Stand by. Not sure what state it is. Still in the emergency lane. Right at 100 miles an hour.
Clear emergency lane, 100 miles per hour, Mustang GT.
It's passing the 48 now, passing the 48. I believe it's a Georgia tag. Edward John Queen, 736. Show me 1080. Hit. Into the wall, turn it around. Stand by.
Following the pit maneuver, the driver, later identified as Martha Hendrickson, was taken into custody. She showed multiple signs of impairment. Trooper Tarpley detected a strong odor of alcohol on her breath, and her speech was slow and slurred. Her eyes were bloodshot and watery, and she appeared confused while crying.
Oh my God!
On December 7th, 2025, at about 3:30 p.m., Sergeant Hyland was patrolling near Roosevelt Road and University Avenue when he spotted a gray 2010 Jeep Patriot displaying a fictitious license plate traveling westbound on Colonel Glenn Road. Sergeant Hyland attempted a traffic stop, but the vehicle immediately fled west onto Highway 36.
Patriot, Boyden, Victor, 84, Nora. Go ahead, show me 1037. Let's start 36th Street. Speed 68, traffic light. Traffic moderate. We're at Central right now.
A pit maneuver was executed at the intersection of Highway 36 and Romine Road. After the vehicle was disabled, the driver, identified as Octavius Shavers, and two passengers jumped out and fled on foot while the Jeep was still moving. Sergeant Hyland pursued on foot and deployed a taser, successfully achieving neuromuscular incapacitation of Shavers. Shavers was taken into custody without further incident. On Friday, July 4, 2025, at approximately 7:58 a.m., Trooper James R. Reed with the Arkansas State Police attempted to stop a 2019 Buick Encore for speeding 74 miles per hour in a 60 miles per hour zone on U.S. Highway 167 in Dallas County. Trooper Reed activated his emergency lights, but the vehicle continued southbound around 72 miles per hour. After activating his siren, the Buick slowed to 60 miles per hour but still refused to stop. He notified Troop F dispatch and made several attempts to pull alongside, giving verbal commands over the PA system. The driver ignored the commands and changed lanes to pass a truck towing a trailer. At that point, Trooper Reed advised dispatch that a pursuit was underway.
Roll over. Hey! Roll your car over. At the right now, stopping. She's driving about 60 miles an hour, trying to get her attention.
10-4, 8 o'clock. That's fine, can I go ahead and direct it?
The 15 is not seeing you.
Might be a male, if you can tell, but it looks like he's purposely annoying them, or ignoring them, getting up beside him and yelling at him on the VA. That's about a 1037 here in just a minute. Pull over. Yeah, you can go ahead and show me 1030, so he's getting to the left lane.
Going on, he is just right for it at 15. 30 southbound.
Yeah, 10-4. Trying to get some traffic off of me. Got a little bit of traffic behind him. Get this traffic back on the TBI.
Take a long hit, but you haven't out.
TBI.
10-4, TBI.
When traffic was clear and conditions allowed, Trooper Reed executed a TVI. The suspect's vehicle spun counterclockwise and struck the front of the patrol unit. Trooper Reed continued forward until the vehicle came to a safe stop off the roadway. The driver, who was alone in the vehicle, was taken into custody without further incident. She was identified as Patricia Ann Daniel, 54, of Bryant, Arkansas. Daniel was transported to the Dallas County Jail and formally charged. She refused to answer any questions, and her reason for fleeing remains unclear. Patricia Ann Daniel faces the following charges: fleeing, vehicle or conveyance, exceeding the posted speed limit, criminal mischief, second degree, distracted driving, obstructing governmental operations, failure to yield to emergency vehicle, speeding, no liability insurance. On February 15th, 2025, Trooper Lucas was assisting with a driver's license checkpoint on Sugar Hill Road near Wilson Street in Orangeburg County, South Carolina. A gray Mercury Grand Marquis stopped, and the driver showed signs of intoxication, including slurred speech, bloodshot eyes, and a strong odor of alcohol. Open bottles of vodka and tequila were visible on the front seat. When asked to shut off the vehicle and step out, the driver briefly complied, but then fled. Trooper Lucas pursued with lights and sirens activated, advising Blythewood Telecommunications as the chase continued onto Strong Drive and Unity Road.
Sugar Hill Road, C48, Orangeburg. Excellent, sir. Loosen tire and auto list 1017 for your rotation. Good.
On the G51. Go ahead and show me 10-0.
110-4, Cornersburg 10-0 at the top.
We're going to be on Unity Road, coming up the Togetherness lane. It's going to be a Silver Grand Marquis, Silver Mercury Grand Marquis, 1012, 1028. This violation is 1055 driver.
I'm catching on to him. I'm not involved in it just yet, but I'm with him. I didn't know if she was tied up.
1050, 1050, 1050.
Come out real slow.
I gotta get up the bushes.
Push the bushes out the way.
Hands off.
Come out. Come out. Easy. 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 Walk straight to the trunk. Straight to the trunk. Lay.
All right, you got cover?
Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Let your hands out. Go.
The driver, identified as Alton Sellers, was arrested without incident. Due to his flight risk, field sobriety tests were not conducted. His vehicle, a 2000 Mercury Grand Marquis with South Carolina plate WYS 305, was found to be uninsured. Sellers was taken to the Orangeburg County Jail, advised of his implied consent rights, and provided a breath sample showing a blood alcohol level of 0.09%.
You're the right to remain silent, and if you say, can we get in a court of law? You're going to talk to a lawyer? Here, presently being questioned. You're going to afford to hire a lawyer. When any question needs to, which anytime to exercise his rights, not answer any questions or make any statements. You understand the rights that I've read to you, sir? Sure. All right, stand up on me.
At about 4:54 a.m. on February 19, 2024, an Ohio State Highway Patrol trooper from Montgomery attempted to stop a Hyundai sedan for speeding over 100 miles per hour in improper lane usage on I-71 outside Cincinnati. The driver fled at high speed, initiating a pursuit.
intersection to be 747 in Milligan. Traffic on 747 light. 47 Milligan traffic light. Still. 31, 1047 and Milligan. 31.
The chase lasted nearly 15 minutes before the suspect collided with another vehicle while running a red light. The impact sent the suspect's car off the roadway, where officers quickly surrounded and arrested him. While in custody, the suspect claimed he had just woken up, but a trooper directly confronted him, accusing him of intentionally trying to ram a patrol car on the highway. The trooper dismissed the suspect's complaints of stomach pain, telling him, "Sometimes you have to pay the price for your actions." The driver of the other vehicle was not seriously injured.
Roll over!
EMS on your house.
Hurry up!
Okay, 781.
Hurry up! Hurry up! Get out! Right now! Get out! I didn't listen this twice! Put your hands in your back! Hands in your back!
Got two
On your back!
okay.
Around 4 p.m. on September 12, 2024, Ohio State Highway Patrol troopers spotted a white Volkswagen SUV with stolen license plates on South Arlington Street near Forbes Street in Akron. When troopers attempted to stop the vehicle, the driver refused to comply, leading to a pursuit.
In reverse. 577, where you at?
Probably New York.
Okay. He's going back. He's gonna be going northbound.
Northbound on Arlington.
Right, northbound on Arlington. Speeds are 65. Green light at Arlington. Let's see that Akron this way. How many units? I'm working pursuit of the vehicle. Northbound on Arlington. I bet Cadillac has a stolen plate on it. Speeds are 75. Light traffic.
I'm sorry, Boulevard, where?
Arlington coming up to 76.
Any unit available to assist Arlington and 76?
Looks like he's set up to try to get on the highway. 76 eastbound. 76 eastbound. Eastbound on 76. Eastbound on 76 from Arlington.
76 from Arlington, okay.
During the pursuit, the suspect maintained speeds between 90 and 100 miles per hour, at times reaching up to 120 miles per hour. The driver weaved dangerously between lanes and through traffic to evade capture. Due to the high speed and heavy traffic conditions, troopers could only follow at a safe distance.
Brick Road. The driver has several felony warrants for his arrest. He has a stolen plate. It's a white Volkswagen. We're up on 76 going eastbound. Speeds are 85. Coming up to 18 now.
1063. Can you see how many people are in?
It's occupied times 2. We're eastbound on 76, passing the 31.
DT42 will catch this Kansas City and head towards the county line.
Are you in the wagon?
Yeah, we're eastbound. We're a mile away from
13 here.
033.
That's 29 cross.
Okay, we're still eastbound, 31 and 3.
After nearly 10 minutes, the suspect's SUV suddenly exited onto State Route 43, cutting through a grassy area before re-entering Interstate 76. At that moment, a sheriff's deputy and a state trooper collided, effectively ending the pursuit. The deputy sustained minor injuries and was treated at the scene, while the trooper was transported to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. His K-9 partner, Titus, was also in the vehicle and was taken to a veterinary clinic as a precaution. Additional units continued searching for the suspect.
Please remain on the line.
Oh no, a little bit. On 95, still left lane.
Hey, this is
On April 8, 2025, troopers Adrian Belcher and Johnson were notified that the Dardanelle Police Department was pursuing a vehicle and needed assistance. The stop was initiated for defective equipment, and a passenger had thrown out suspected illegal substances. The suspect vehicle was a green Chevrolet S10 pickup traveling south on State Highway 7.
Myself 13 or catch up.
800 dispatch. He's going to hit on all four tires, what it looked like.
State's primary.
As the pursuit continued south on State Highway 7, officers Burks, Flores, and Chief Padarak led, while troopers Belcher and Johnson closed the gap. Officers Howell and Chronister deployed spike strips at Tucker Road, successfully slowing the suspect, but the vehicle continued into Ola. Trooper Johnson took the lead at State Highway 7 and East Spring Street, with Trooper Belcher in the secondary position.
Passing Gold Street on 2nd Street. Tim. The Tim said TBI. TBI. Templeton.
You better fucking stay there. They just hit me, man. You ain't got me. Why you hit me for? I ain't do nothing. Hey, man, I'm gonna walk, man. You gotta be rough with me, dude. Fuck, man.
Let's go. You came this way. Go back.
I'm trying.
Jason, are you hitting him there?
God dang. She didn't do nothing, man. She didn't do nothing.
Shut your mouth.
All right, dispatch officer, correct.
At approximately 10:30 a.m. on August 19th, 2022, officers observed a suspicious black Ford Edge traveling on the roadway. A license plate check confirmed the vehicle had been reported stolen. When officers activated their lights and sirens to initiate a stop, the driver accelerated and fled, leading to a pursuit.
Through Eastern. Westbound Oak Hill, kind of east.
Westbound Oak Hill, approaching Eastern.
Southbound Eastern?
Southbound Eastern. Through Hollisville, southbound. Southbound through Oak Hill, DC. Direct the grill. southbound river.
Don't know what road they're on. I need 2 roads to cross, please.
We're on east, southbound east.
Clear right?
Can we get across it?
Southbound on 30. Now,
We come up 28th Street.
approaching 28th Street. Slow stop.
Trooper 2 is overhead.
Tell them they crashed.
Crash. Slow stop.
Tell them to check.
541, we'll call it.
Tell
Crash
them
south of 28, suspect still southbound.
Any input?
So they're still southbound, and they're setting up for a westbound shot. Westbound on 32nd.
The suspect drove at speeds of 70 to 80 miles per hour in a 30-mile-per-hour zone, repeatedly running red lights and showing clear disregard for safety. He also struck another vehicle at an intersection, but failed to stop and continued fleeing.
Clear right?
Although officers were able to catch up, Michigan law prohibits pit maneuvers at speeds above 40 miles per hour. So they maintained pursuit and waited for the suspect to slow down.
Clear Madison. Still westbound. Trooper 6 will just start calling it out. Still, westbound on 32nd. Gonna be southbound on Division,
Stop! Stop! You're too slow, man! You're too slow! Stop! Too slow! Stop! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Out on the ground! Out on the ground! Hands behind your back!
Too slow, my man.
After a brief foot pursuit, the driver and passengers were taken into custody shortly after. The suspects admitted they were part of a group and confessed to stealing the vehicle earlier.
Yeah, my man.
At approximately 5:58 p.m. on July 9th, 2026, Trooper Aide was patrolling Highway 122 in Newark, Arkansas, when he observed a black Ford Mustang stopped at the intersection of Parakeet Road and Highway 122 after the driver appeared to notice his patrol vehicle. Moments later, the Mustang accelerated rapidly onto Highway 122, turned west onto 3rd Street, and immediately ran a red light. Trooper Aide caught up to the Mustang and activated his emergency lights to initiate a traffic stop, but the driver refused to stop and fled.
6 contacts found during your search. Say the list number of the contact you want to call.
Third Street, Newark, be a black and green Mustang. I'll get 28 seconds. Going north, Sam, 18 young. Going north, Sam, 18 young. Be a black and green Mustang. We're headed back towards campus. Yeah, definitely identified South Locust Place, South Locust Place,
After the first pit maneuver failed, the suspect became even more aggressive. The Mustang accelerated to speeds between 120 and 130 miles per hour, with trooper aid clocking the vehicle at 136 miles per hour at one point during the pursuit.
Speeds 110, 122 intersection.
Good pursuit, 122, southbound towards 69, Holy intersection, south of Newark.
Dispatch, we're going to run the direct. We ran the four-way here about 120. We're headed towards World Cross. Trying to get caught up so I can keep you out.
Dispatching. Just go through the 69 intersection, heading towards World Cross. Dispatch, go after Tanner.
Dispatch, no traffic. Speed 110, still 122.
Dispatch, if you go black and green Mustang, put you on 28.
Speed 130, coming up on the bridge.
Dispatch, if you get to the White River Bridge, you go southbound.
He just ran off the road here by the river.
After the crash, the driver and two passengers abandoned the Mustang and fled into the woods along the White River. Arkansas State Police troopers and Independence County deputies quickly established a perimeter and captured all three suspects after a roughly 1-mile search. After being taken into custody, two of the suspects falsely claimed that two additional armed individuals were still hiding in the area. Around 4:43 p.m. on December 11th, 2025, Trooper Bluford was parked along the roadway conducting traffic enforcement when he spotted a man riding a dirt bike pass by. Trooper Bluford quickly pulled in behind to initiate a stop, but as soon as emergency lights were activated, the rider immediately took off, fleeing the scene. Moments later, the rider steered the dirt bike into oncoming traffic on the highway, traveling at roughly 50 to 60 miles per hour and creating extremely dangerous conditions. After about 7 minutes, the rider used the dirt bike's agility to slip into an area filled with obstacles, making it difficult for patrol vehicles to follow. The rider ultimately escaped the area while the patrol units became stuck and were forced to terminate the pursuit. Assisting officers later searched the area, but were unable to locate the rider. On the afternoon of March 25th, 2025, Trooper Smith was on routine patrol when he noticed a motorcycle ahead with its license plate deliberately covered. As he attempted to make a traffic stop near a stop sign, the rider suddenly veered right and took off, reaching speeds of nearly 90 miles per hour in a 45 zone. With lights and sirens activated, Trooper Smith engaged in pursuit, as the suspect raced through traffic at increasingly dangerous speeds, showing no intention of stopping.
It's going to be a motorcycle.
Within just minutes, the pursuit intensified. Speeds soared past 110 miles per hour. Trooper Smith maneuvered alongside the motorcycle, calling out for the rider to stop before someone got hurt, but the warning went unheeded. Instead, the rider twisted the throttle harder, pushing the bike even faster in a desperate attempt to escape. After roughly 8 minutes of pursuit, the rider began to slow down, giving Trooper Smith the opening he needed. Using his patrol car, he moved in to block the motorcycle's path, resulting in a minor collision. The suspect jumped off the bike and bolted on foot toward the Aiken Park area, but officers quickly followed with guns drawn. Moments later, the chase came to an end when they apprehended the rider, who turned out to be a 15-year-old teenager.